Hi, my name is Peter Tsigaris. I'm from Thompson Rivers University. I'm doing this video to describe to you a fun game I play with my students. It was developed by myself and Laura Lam from Thompson Rivers, a colleague of mine from Thompson Rivers University. It is based on a variation of a game that developed by Millinski et al. In 2008, which was published in the Proceedings of the National Academy of Sciences. It is a fun game to play. The purpose of the game also is to inform students with the difficulties that are associated with providing funds into a climate account to mitigate climate change, which is a public good, and also the fairness issues that are associated with climate change negotiations. Who should pay more, the rich nations or the poor nations? The game is quite straightforward. We divide the class into rich nations and to emerging nations. Half the class are rich nations, the other half are emerging nations, and the purpose is for the rich and emerging nations to contribute to a climate account over 5 rounds in order to hit a target. If the target is hit, then the rich nations and the emerging nations um, get whatever they have saved in their personal savings account. If the target is not hit, then they gamble, and the gamble, it would be, let's say, 50. The odds could change, but let's say 50% chance that a major catastrophic event will happen or nothing will happen, and they will be saved of what they they put into their private savings account. If, however, the target is not hit and the catastrophic event occurs, then they lose everything that they saved in their private savings account. So it kind of puts them in a dilemma. Um, the rich nations start off with quite a bit of wealth, $15, and each round their wealth rises by $1. The emerging nations, on the other hand, start off with $5, and in each round, for 5 rounds, income rises by their wealth rises by $2. Per round, so they can go up to $15. The emerging nations and the rich nations can go up to $20 if they contribute nothing into the climate account. We give them the set of rules, which are quite straightforward. Here we go. Let's see. Uh, the game is called The Risk of Severe Damages and the Equity Issue in Climate Change Policy, a classroom game. And there's a whole set of rules here. I won't go through them. You can read the paper if you're interested, or I can send you the rules of the game and all the pieces of paper that we give to students to inform them. They also get 5 sheets of this paper here. Oops, I should go here. This is the contribution sheet. This is for round 1. They play 5 rounds, as I said, and this is how much they contribute. This is student number 10. Students are assigned a number, and the contribution sheet amount could be $0, $1, $2, or $3, depending on what they want to contribute to the climate account. They also have a private savings account sheet. This is again student number 10, and it shows you here that the initial amount is $5, so it's an emerging nation, and then after each round, they uh, they 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 accumulate or decumulate funds. The additions are here $2 per round, as I said, and then you have a minus sign here on the contribution sheet, how much they contributed. So this is a sheet that the students keep for themselves. After each round, they hand to the instructor the contribution sheet. Um, and the instructors gives them an update on the state of the climate account. And the way we do it is basically we know which students are rich and which students are, well, we know the contribution sheets in terms of which students are rich and which are emerging, because the numbers signifies to us whether they're rich or not. And in that way we give them information how much in total the rich nations contributed and how much in total the emerging nations contributed after the round is complete. So then they play the second round once they know this information. and they know where they're standing relative to the target that they have to hit after 5 rounds. And the target is set in a way of set in a way that fairness issues come into play. So that's in a nutshell the game. The results are very interesting. And a lot of times the target is not hit, and a lot of times it has to do with the rich nations not contributing their fair share. The emerging nations seem to be contribute most of the time their fair share. This has been a repeated outcome, and we've played it in numerous classes. We played it in a lot of business courses like international business and business ethics. We've played it in political science classes. We played it also in nursing classes, and of course, we've played it in a lot of economics classes. As I said, students seem to enjoy it. It's informative. They are faced in a dilemma what to do. Should I, free ride and take the risks, or should I contribute and hopefully everybody else contributes and we hit the target. So they're kind of in a dilemma. The concepts like the difficulties associated with negotiations, who should contribute more, the rich nations that uh, that uh, that caused this problem, or the emerging nations that are contributing to this problem now, but they never contributed to the climate change in the past. Um, the other issue, of course, is one that arises, the concept of a free rider. Who are free riders, and how does one go about defining a free rider when there are equity issues? It's not very clear. The ones that did not contribute to the problem, should they contribute less, and hence um, uh, be seen as free riders or not? Are they really free riders, or are they just basically believing that their fair share should be lower than the other nations that cause the problem? So these things come about, and also we sometimes we even throw a world summit in the middle of the rounds in order to ask students to find solutions, because the way the game is played, basically everybody is on the individual on their own. We don't know who is who, which students are rich and which students are emerging. We just know the numbers signifies to us the rich nations and the poor nations, so we can do our recording. The journal has been published in the Journal of Business Ethics Education, and the link is below. If you require additional information, you can always contact me. I appreciate any feedback you can provide. Thank you very much.